Hi everyone, this is the third folio in the holiday celebration series that I'm doing for Country Craft Creations. This one is Christmas, and it is using the Graphic 45. Let me see if I have the name of it. I think it's called Oh Holy Night. I don't think I have anything left with a name on it. I've cut everything up. It is so pretty. It's just beautiful paper. And I do want to tell you from the beginning, I only had 8 sheets of the design paper, so I made it go a long way. This is the front. We have 2 spines, and this is the back. And I just have my ribbon secured under this postcard. I just love these papers. They are so pretty. They're the true Christmas red and green. So I just secured it with a tie ribbon, and I'm keeping all of these fairly simple on the outside because they're going to set in a storage box together, and I didn't want anything real bulky that's going to get mashed or, messed up. So when you open it on the left side, we have a photo mat with 3 of the cut aparts here, and I've just added some little strips as fillers. Then this opens out, and you have a little pocket here with a tag and a large photo mat, and this is open so you can put something under it. Then on this page, the inside of the cover, I cut a slit along this banner for an insert, and I cut one of the die cut aparts out and just matted them on dark green, and then I made a little booklet. Opens like this, and that just slides in here, and then I put this little one behind it. Then on the spine, whoops, that goes in here. On the spine we have a little pocket, and it has 3, I think it has 3 in it. Oh, maybe that one went, yeah, that one went in here, that's where it came from. I have a photo mat here with a journaling spot, and I left these blank on the back for more journaling or photos if you wish. There's another smaller photo mat, and then another one with some little twine and a heart on there. The only thing so far that wasn't from Tammy's store is this little heart, and it's just a button I had in my stash. And those all go back in this little pocket. It flips over, and you have 2 more photo mats here, and this is open so that you can slide a photo behind it or journal, whatever you might wish. This one is my pride and joy. I love this centerfold. This is a crisscross page. If you remember, and I think I might have explained this before, Tammy had a page on her Christmas Weekly that had a cut like this in it. So instead of cutting it on the edge, I cut it down the middle of my page, and then I flipped. This was the reverse of that, and I flipped it around so that I could make these little tag pockets. And I just love this, the way this turned out. Then we have an insert in this pocket with 2 photo mats. Then this one has a large photo mat on it. And of course they're blank on the back, and I used the Artisan Kraft cardstock for this. And then back here, I have 2 little folders. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it's down in. Have 2 little folders holding recipe cards so that you can share your favorite Christmas recipes with whoever you might give this to. And I think I have 2 in each one, but you can see there's plenty of room in there for more. I backed them each with just the cream color. I turned this one over upside down when I put it in so that because this little pocket wants to catch on these folds down here, because these all go all the way through. So that's why I turned it upside down, to keep it from catching. Okay, and then on this side we have another little envelope style pocket. And in there we have a small insert, just a little ribbon banner with the heart. This one just has a strip, and it's open so that you can slide your picture under it. And then this one. And like the other, there's more room in here for more than what I have in it. You could also, I think the recipe cards would fit in there maybe. Let me try one and see. Yep. The recipe cards would fit in there too. So that would work. Glad I thought of that. Kind of after the fact. So let me put this back in here. Yeah, see, it's wanting to catch. There we go. If you put this one over that flap, then it won't catch. The little pocket's what catches. Okay, and then it opens this way, and we have a little photo mat here with a journal spot. And then this one opens, and we have room for 3 more photos and a journaling spot. And it just closes up like that. And that is the third one in this. Ooh, scared me to death, that fell. That is the third one in this holiday collection. I just have already shown you the other 2, the Halloween and the Thanksgiving or the Fall Folio. Coming up next will be the box that holds all 3 of these, and it's going to be really, really pretty. So stay tuned for that. I hope you've already subscribed. If not, be sure that you do and click the bell so you won't miss the box when it comes up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, everyone. It's Bobbie. Today I'm working on the 3rd folio for the Christmas holiday celebration project. It has 3 albums in a box. This one, if you watch the fall layout, it's put together exactly the same way with the same 3 base pages. All I've done is just adhere them together with the art glitter glue, and I cut a strip of paper, just short, well, lightweight cardstock, just a little bit shorter than the height of the album cover, and 7/8 inches wide, and I put that in the spines, and it will be covered with design paper. And then I cut 2 more pieces to make extensions for the sides so that I'd have more photo room, because Christmas is a big photo taking time, I think, more than the other holidays. So what I wanted to show you right now was how I cut the piece for the back. It's a little bit detailed. It's not hard, but let me lay this aside. And I have my pieces cut for the 2 inside panels, which I'll show you in a minute. But I wanted to show you the layout for the back. If you'll take a piece of cardstock that is 7 by 7 3/4, and this is one piece right here, and this is what I did. This was 7 by 7 3/4. One piece of cardstock. And I measured the center. Actually, it went like this. Lengthwise, vertically and horizontally. I got the center of both. Then I turned it over. Because I didn't measured it here, but I had it up here at the top, and that's not where I wanted it. So once I got my measurement, I came down. Let me see. This is the halfway mark. From the halfway mark on the vertical line, I marked down 1 1/4 inches and drew a line across. Then I made an angle from the edge to that center, and then the opposite side to the center. And I cut it with my scissors to make sure I got it absolutely straight, because it's hard for me to do with the cutter. So then I scored it at a half, and I was going to make this the bottom piece. I decided I wanted it at the top. So this is going to make a pocket. I scored this one. Let me trim these corners so it'll lay flat. So when I attach it to my page, this is going to be at the bottom. And I'm going to match up these 2 points in the center. So you'll have, let me get a little piece of cardstock here, something that's got a contrast to it. you'll have a pocket over here and a pocket over here. And then we'll have two 1-inch strips. Actually, I think they're 1.5. Anyway, there's going to be two 1-inch strips, 1.5-inch strips up here at the top, which will give you a pocket here and here. So there's going to be plenty of pockets. Let me see if I want to make sure that you understand. And it's hard to see the craft on the craft. But if the 1 inches, say they're up here, and this one will fit under just barely or right to it. But with the design paper tucking under, it'll hide any edges, so that won't be an issue. Then this one will come up this way. And this one will match at the point. So that's my plan. You will have 1, 2, 3, this can be a large pocket, 4, 5 pockets. Isn't that cool? I love the way it came together. And what made me think of this was, you know, when you cut out, say a frame or use a die of any, well, like this here, you have your negative and you have your positive. So I thought, I got this idea because Tammy had done a pocket on her Christmas Weekly, and it was a sideways pocket like this, and it had a diagonal cut in it, and I thought that was so unique and really pretty. And I thought, well, what if I did it in the center of the page so I had a positive and a negative? Maybe I could use both pieces. So I think it's going to be really gorgeous when I get it put together. But I wanted to show you that. And then for the side pieces, all I have decided so far is what I'm going to add to the spines, and I have a folder cut for each one of them, but I want to add the design paper first. So I need to figure out what my design papers are. This one will just be a pocket that attaches here and will flap like this. Actually, the pocket attaches here, and this is the 1/2-inch flap that attaches to the book. So it will lay like this over the center. But I want to put design paper down first. And then on the opposite side, I have another envelope insert cut. Just a little bit smaller, but it will hold a 4x6. This one will sit here. It will have a pocket on the back side. And then it will lay this way. And on the front side, it will have two little photo mats like this. Of course, it's going to take design paper first before I add all this down. I am completely out of magnets, so I will be using ribbon in any place that I need to make it a secure attachment. Alright, so that's what I have so far. I've got to cut some papers, decide if I just want photo mats on these flaps. I don't want them to get too bulky, otherwise they won't close really nice. But you can see we've got plenty of room inside there. So that is the layout so far, and I will be back with you shortly as soon as I get some design papers cut out. Oh, what I'm going to use, this one is the Christmas one, and I toyed with either the red or the green Artisan, but this isn't really a true red. It's kind of more of a pinkish red, and the green would have blended in too much, and I thought that the Kraft really looked pretty with all of them. And see how it's kind of an orangey red, but that'll look pretty with all of them. And this is the Graphic 45 Joy to the World collection, and I think I have only 8 sheets, but it should be plenty for what I'm doing. I just wanted to make, see, that's kind of pinkish. I just wanted to make something that would hold maybe memories from either like Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. If you have a small family, you can get both days in there, but I'm just thinking along lines of smaller families because I have a small family, and sometimes I see albums and people are saying, this will hold 150 photos or this will hold 175. For me, I can't imagine putting that many photos in an album because my family's so small. But, you know, if you can fill a bigger album, more power to you. You have a lot of fun at the holidays, I'm sure. I just don't have that many photos of any particular occasion. There's the sheet with the angels on it. See, this one's kind of a pinkish tone too, and that will look really pretty with the Kraft. I think it kind of sets all of them off. That is so pretty. And we have this one, more angels. And we had this one's got some borders and some cut aparts, some tags. I really like that one, that's pretty, and I love the bells. Of course, I'm a blue person, a red and a blue person, so that's right up my alley. I like that too. So I will get my design papers cut, and I will get back with you, and we'll start assembling this and add some more flip-flaps and doodads to it. Alright, thanks guys, I'll see you back soon. Okay, I have all my pieces cut, and we're ready to put this Christmas folder or folio, whichever we want to call it, together. I wanted to make sure that you all understood before I add any paper to it exactly what I was doing, because I did show you this inside before, but it might seem kind of intricate or difficult, and it really isn't. But what I've done so far is, just like the other two folios, we have the base 3 pieces, the 9x5, the 9x9, and the 9x7, and all I did was cut an extra piece to add here. It's 9. I was going to make it 9x7, but it kept hitting, so I cut 3/4 of an inch off of it, and the same way over here. And then I just folded it in, and I did ink all my edges with vintage photo. So as far as this centerpiece goes, I just want to go over it one more time before I put anything down. I thought maybe that might help in case you have any questions. This is a 7x7 3/4 piece, just like this. Let me move this and lay it on the blue mat. It'd be easier for you to see. Like this. One piece of cardstock. Okay. And if you measure, I cut it like this, and I turned over the top piece because I had a better match that way. So what I did was I measured to the center, lengthwise, horizontally, and vertically. So I've got a center this way, and I've got a center this way. Then I measured down 1 1/4 inches. From the 1 1/4 to the center, I drew a diagonal line, and then I just cut it with my scissors. Then when you lay it out like this and fold your edges under, you can make the points match like that, and that'll be your base pocket. I just thought it was really a cute idea, and this kind of, I think I may have told you before when I gave you the instructions, this kind of, the original idea stemmed from a pocket that Tammy made on her Christmas Weekly last Christmas. And she had a diagonal pocket cut like this, but it went the length of a pocket like this. And then she had a flap that came over it. And I just really liked that angled cut, so I thought, well, if I cut it in the middle instead of on the edge, maybe I can use the negative and the positive, just like on a die cut. So that's what I did, and I really like it. I first laid it like this, and I wasn't too crazy about that, but when I turned it this way, I thought it made a really interesting layout. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I've cut my papers, and I'm going to put this one here, just leaving a small border. Then I have a green layer, which is going to go here. And then I have 2 smaller papers. And this one will just sit right, oops, I can't hang on to them all at once. This one will sit right here, and this will tuck down inside. If I could make it do it with one hand, that will tuck down inside like that to make a pocket. Actually, I have to tuck the tan down inside as well. And then this one will do the same up here, and it will tuck down inside that one. So, that is my game plan. And then I will come back and, oh, I do want, this is going to go, this is one of the cover sheets, and I cut a slit along this banner and put a little piece of the Kraft cardstock behind it, just so I'd have a pocket in here. And I'm going to put a little insert down in there like that. I haven't cut any papers for it yet. This is one of the inserts I tended to have on one of these flaps, but it was going to make too much thickness, so I'm going to use it here. And I think that's all I have at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and glue all my pieces down. I don't think you need to watch me do all of that. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I just wanted to make sure that you understood this pocket and how I cut it. If for any reason you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me on Facebook or on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Whatever way works best for you is fine. I try to answer every message I get as soon as I see it. I don't look at it several times a day, but I try to look at least once a day and answer any questions people might have. I have no problem with that at all. If you have any questions at all, I would rather you let me know and let me try to help you, as for you to feel like you can't do it or think it's too hard, because really it's not. I try to make everything as simple and easy to follow as possible. So if you don't understand, don't hesitate to let me know and I'll help you as best I can. Alright, I'll be back with the finished project once I get everything glued down. Alright, thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.